Hello dear students, welcome back to your classes. I am Anushka and today we will learn about troubleshooting. So what is troubleshooting, you will ask? It is the process of finding and fixing errors. So if we're running into any trouble, if we're running into any problem, to solve the problem, we first need to understand why the problem has occurred, what is the error, and only then we can. So if any problem occurs in our keyboard, if we're not able to type using our keyboard, how will we find that the problem is in our hardware or the problem is in the software? We will use a troubleshooters. It is a process of finding and fixing errors, right? So you can say that it is an act that one never wants to go through, since there's never good time for problem to occur. However, problems do occur, and for us, what is the job to do? We got to troubleshoot our problems. So if there's any problem, we can use troubleshooting tools provided to us by our operating systems in Windows 7, in Windows 10. What we will do, I will write troubleshooter here and then I'll open troubleshooters. So you can see here, I have various troubleshooters options. So if there's any problem with my audio, I can run this troubleshooter. If there's any problem with my printer, if there's any problem with Windows Update or Bluetooth, if I have a problem with my battery, let's say, what can I do to solve them? First, I can run the troubleshooter and I can check what is the problem that is happening. Now it will detect the problem, it will detect all the possible issues that are contributing to the problem, and then it will give me the list on the problem, on the troubles that can happen. Now we'll go back to our chapter and see further in details here. So Microsoft has included many troubleshooting programs in Windows 7, and if something, so the troubleshooting has complete. Display brightness setting is too high, fixed. So if our brightness is high, of course it will take more battery. So it's just giving us an idea that, you know what, you can reduce your battery, you can improve your battery by by reducing your brightness. So that's a thing, right? I'll close my troubleshooter and see what are the options here. If something goes wrong with your computer, you can use these troubleshooting programs to identify and resolve the problem. So we just saw in our settings the kind of options that we have. We will read here as well. So it is the list of the built-in troubleshooters. Arrow. This program prevents you from experiencing arrow animations and effects. Browse the web. So if you have a problem with browsing the web with Internet Explorer, we can troubleshoot using this tool. If we have problem with our hardware and input and output devices, if we have problem with our keyboard, mouse, we can use this hardware devices troubleshooter. If we have a problem with incoming connection, internet connection, maintenance, so we can use all these troubleshooters provided to us by our operating system. Then for record sound, printer, power, we just used our troubleshooter, power troubleshooter, right? So in case your keyboard stops working, there are several checks you can go through to resolve your problem. So make sure that keyboard is properly plugged into the computer. A loose connection will also cause the keyboard avert functioning. If you have a USB keyboard, unplug it and try to plug it in another port. In case you have a PS/2 port, make sure to turn off the computer before you unplug your device. It's always a good practice to ensure that your system is off before you touch such ports, right? PS2 ports, never try to handle them when your system is turned on. With USB ports it can be done, but with PS2 ports it's a good practice to never do it. Then check 2. So you know what, you should always clean your keyboard. If there's a lot of dust inside it, it will you just turn your keyboard upside down and gently shake it like that, and then remove the dust using a cloth, using a lint catching cloth, right? Then so our device is good, our input device does not have any issue with the hardware. Then what other thing can be wrong with it? The driver is the software again, so it can be missing or that might need an update. So what we will do, we will go devices and manager, and I will try to show you where the options are there to update and delete or uninstall any driver for any hardware, right? I just clicked on device manager and then that's it. I will go and find my keyboard. So here is it. So standard PS2 keyboard, right? So I'll just click and right click, update driver, properties, like that. So the device is working properly. That's the status of the device. But I can go on the driver and I can update it. So I can update. So it will ask me to search automatically for the driver online, or I can manually provide a hardware. I can manually provide it a link, right? That's how I will update my drivers. I close the programs. So similarly, if there are any problems with my mouse, we can again check the same using the same procedures. Check your computer whether the mouse is properly connected to the USB port or not, right? Then check the bottom and clean it using a Q-tip, right? And then check mouse drivers and update it. So that's the same procedure that we're following. Similarly, if we have a printer problem, we can use our troubleshooter, right? Then to uninstall the printer, to install the printer, you have to read all these instructions. They're very easy, but if you run into any problem, I'm here with you. We have completed our troubleshooting chapter. It's a simple chapter. It just gives us hints on how to find basic and problem with your hardware or your software in the computer devices using any troubleshooter. With that, we have finished the chapter, and if just read it, and if you find any problem, just let me know in the comments or in the WhatsApp groups. I'll help you. Take care, students. Bye bye.